It was a bright sunny day when it happened. The kind of day where everything seems perfect and nothing could possibly go wrong. The sun was shining brightly, casting a warm glow over everything. It was the perfect setting for something extraordinary. The Skibidi toilets were making a music video. They were grooving to the beat, their porcelain bodies moving in perfect harmony. The music was catchy, and the choreography was on point. It was a sight to behold. All of them were there. Every single Skibidi toilet you could imagine, each one adding its unique flair to the performance. It was a grand assembly of dancing toilets, each one more enthusiastic than the last. Even the cameramen were dancing. It was total chaos. The camera operators, usually so professional and composed, couldn't resist joining in. They were twirling and spinning, their cameras capturing every moment of the madness. Then the Ohio Rizzlers showed up. They started dancing too. Their arrival added a new level of excitement to the scene. The Rizzlers, known for their incredible dance moves, brought an energy that was impossible to ignore. It was a battle of the moves. Everybody was getting along. The Skibidi toilets and the Ohio Rizzlers were locked in a friendly competition, each group trying to outdo the other. The dance floor was alive with energy and excitement. It was kind of nice. For a moment, it seemed like everyone had forgotten their differences. They were united by the music and the joy of dancing. It was a beautiful sight, a rare moment of harmony. Too bad it wouldn't last. The atmosphere began to change. The once joyful expressions turned to looks of concern. Something was brewing and it wasn't good. This was about to get crazy. The tension was palpable. Everyone could feel it, the calm before the storm. The dancers braced themselves for what was coming. I could feel it in my bones. The anticipation was almost unbearable. Something big was about to happen, and everyone knew it. The stage was set for an unforgettable showdown. Casio showed up with Phantom. They wanted to get in on the action. Livy Dunn was there too. She was trying to make a TikTok. It was hard with all the craziness. Then things took a turn. A big, scary turn. Grimace showed up. He had other plans for this music video. Grimace had a grimace shake in each hand. He looked around with a mischievous grin, his eyes gleaming with a strange excitement. The air was thick with anticipation as everyone watched him, unsure of what he would do next. He started shoving them at people. "Drink it!" he yelled, his voice echoing through the room. The other characters recoiled in surprise, their faces a mix of confusion and fear. Grimace's insistence was relentless. "It's good for you!" he insisted, but nobody wanted to drink it. The shakes had an odd, unsettling color, and the smell was far from appetizing. The more he pushed, the more they resisted. They knew Grimace was up to no good. People started running, their instincts telling them to get as far away as possible. The scene turned chaotic as everyone scrambled to escape his grasp. They tried to fight back, but Grimace was too strong. His determination was unyielding, and his strength seemed almost superhuman. No matter how hard they tried, they couldn't overpower him. He was like a big purple bulldozer, plowing through anyone who stood in his way. His sheer force was unstoppable, leaving a trail of chaos in his wake. What were we going to do? The characters huddled together, their faces etched with worry and despair. They needed a plan, but time was running out. Grimace's rampage showed no signs of slowing down. Suddenly, Diddy arrived. He was shiny with baby oil. His entrance was nothing short of spectacular, with lights flashing and music blaring. Everyone turned to look at him, their eyes wide with surprise and curiosity. Diddy, with his confident stride, seemed to have a plan. He looked around, taking in the scene, and then he spoke. "Want to be smooth like me?" he asked, his voice dripping with confidence. The crowd murmured, some nodding in agreement, others looking skeptical. Diddy seemed unfazed by the mixed reactions. He continued to strut around, showing off his shiny, smooth skin. But just as he was about to say something more, something unexpected happened. Somebody threw a grimace shake at him. The shake flew through the air in slow motion, and for a moment it seemed like Diddy might dodge it. But then, splat, the shake hit him square in the chest. "Wrong kind of smooth, Diddy," they yelled, laughter erupting from the crowd. Diddy stood there, dripping with the purple shake, looking both shocked and embarrassed. Then, out of nowhere, Joe Mama appeared. Her entrance was even more dramatic than Diddy's. The lights dimmed, and a spotlight shone on her as she made her way through the crowd. Everyone turned to look at her, their mouths agape. Joe Mama had a presence that was impossible to ignore. She was rolling with the Skibidi toilets, her quirky companions who added an extra layer of fun to the scene. The Skibidi toilets danced around her, their movements synchronized and full of energy. Joe Mama smiled, clearly enjoying the attention. She knew exactly how to work the crowd. Joe Mama started rizzing up the mewing. Her dance moves were smooth and captivating, drawing everyone's attention away from Diddy and the grimace shake incident. The crowd began to cheer, their excitement building with each move she made. Joe Mama had turned the situation around completely. It was the distraction we needed. With everyone focused on Joe Mama and the Skibidi toilets, the tension in the air dissipated. People started to relax, their laughter and cheers filling the space. Joe Mama's performance was exactly what was needed to lift everyone's spirits. Everybody forgot about Grimace and started dancing again. The music picked up, and soon the entire crowd was moving to the beat. The dance floor was a sea of joyful faces, everyone caught up in the moment. It was as if the earlier chaos had never happened. The music video was back on. The cameras were rolling, the music was pumping, it was pure chaos, and it was perfect. The energy was electric and everyone was having the time of their lives. Joe Mama had saved the day, turning what could have been a disaster into an unforgettable celebration.